is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trevette.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories: airports, Brutus, the elements, from the Latin, quotable notables, and pop culture. Player 1, make a selection, please, as we continue. Denver International has North America's longest commercial one of these, 3 miles long. Yes, Player 1? Hey, you're right. We return to you. At St. Petersburg Clearwater Airport in this state, a plaque marks the 1914 sale of the first air travel ticket. Let's hear it, Player 1. Yes. Player 1, this mayor presided over the construction of New York City's first municipal airport. Let's hear it, Player 1. Good. Player 1, a company called BAA operates Southampton, Stansted, and Glasgow, but this is its busiest airport. Yes, Player 1? Yes. Player 1, at this European city's airport, you can have a sandwich and, of course, a coffee at the Café Karen Blixen. Okay, Player 1? That's right, way to go! We return to you, Player 1. He penned the immortal line, "The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves." Player 2. That is correct. Player 2. In this 13th century work, Brutus is described as suffering in the lowest pit of hell. Okay, Player 1. That's it. Okay, let's get back. This Greek biographer of parallel lives suggested Brutus was Julius Caesar's illegitimate son. Okay, Player 1. That's correct. You get to pick again. Brutus joined a conspiracy to assassinate Julius Caesar that was led by this man. Yes, Player 2. Correct. Player 2. During the Roman Civil War, Brutus sided with this man, but was later pardoned by Julius Caesar. Oops. Okay, Player 1. That's it. Player 1, where do we start? Because sound travels 2.7 times faster in this gas than in air, inhaling it makes your voice higher. Let's hear it, Player 3. Yes. Player 3. Neon, argon, and radon are among these gases formerly called rare or inert. Yes, Player 1. Correct. Player 1. Superman knows its atomic number is 36. Let's hear it, player one. Yes. Player one. This very hard metal is named for the children of Uranus and Gaia. Let's hear it, player three. You are correct. Player three. Harold Kroto and others found this common element had a new molecular form, the fullerene. Okay, player two. That's correct. Player two, start us. This type of sphere with a map of the Earth depicted on it has a name from the Latin for sphere. Let's hear it, player one. Yep. Player one. This kind of book is quite handy. Its name comes from the Latin for hand. It's player two. Hey, you're right. A lot of clues. Kelly will present this clue.
A non-structural embellishment at the end of a calligraphic letter is called one of these, from the Latin for flower.
It's player two. That's it. Player two. The name of this fin on a shark's back comes from the Latin for back. Player one. Right you are. Player one, start us. Texas A&M's Coastal Engineering Lab studies the coastal type of this, from the Latin for to gnaw. Player three. Right. Okay, let's get back into this. Player three. The world will note that the first atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima, a military base. Player one. Yes. Okay, let's get back. Traitors are not gentlemen, my good friends. They don't understand being treated like gentlemen. Okay, player one. Good. We return to you. 1976 will not be a year of politics as usual. Okay, player one. That's right. Way to go. Please pick again, player one. Answer? The Daily Double. And you have the lead. What'll it be? Here is your clue. I shall not seek, and I will not accept the nomination of my party for another term as your president. Congratulations, you're still in first, player one. You again, player one. What we need in the United States is not hatred. What we need in the United States is not violence. It's player two. Right. Player two, where do we start? Let's take it over to Jimmy.
Glasses with colored filters in each eye let you watch films in 3D. At the 2010 Grammys, the audience donned them for a montage from this performer's This Is It.
Let's hear it, player two. Correct. Player two. In I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, Kevin James weds this Hanukkah song guy at Niagara Falls. Yes, player three. Yeah, good. Where do we begin, player three? Michael C. Hall of 6 Feet Under went to Showtime to play this homicidal title character. Player 3? Right you are. Player 3. In 1964, he topped the pop music charts with the title song from Hello, Dolly. It's Player 2. That is correct. And the last clue for $1,000. A two-time Oscar-winning actress, one of her first jobs was as the Coppertone suntan lotion girl at age 3 in 1965. Okay, Player 3. That's correct. Okay, we have Player 3 in third place, which means that Player 3 will go first in the Double Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. Movies by characters. Women's firsts. Bestsellers of the decade. The Deep Blue Sea. Insect Invasion. And Old, Odd, and Obscure Words. Player 3 gets to make the first selection once again. This time, we're moving into the Double Jeopardy round. 2011. Gary, Mary, Kermit. Let's hear it, Player 1. That's correct. Okay, let's get back in 1964. President Merkin Muffley, General Buck Turgidson. Player 2. Hey, you're right. Player 2. 1974. Bart, Lily von Stoop, Governor William J. LePetamine. Yes, Player 2. Hey, you're right. Player 2. Answer. The first of the two daily doubles. You're in second place, so what is your wager going to be? Player 2, please select your wager. Answer this. 1995. Longshanks, Princess Isabel, Robert the Bruce. Yep. Player 2. 1984. Dr. Peter Venkman, Dr. Egon Spengler, Gozer. Let's hear it, Player 3. Right you are. Player 3, make a selection, please, as we continue. Let's show her a little RESPECT. She's the first woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let's hear it, Player 2. Yes. Player 2. Here's Sarah from our Clue Crew with the clue.
In 2007, Drew Gilpin Faust became the first female president in the 371-year history of this picturesque university.
Okay, Player 1. Right you are. All right, let's get registering as Kay Switzer in 1967. Catherine Switzer became the first woman to officially enter and run this race. Let's hear it, Player 1. That is correct. Player 1. Frances Perkins became the first woman cabinet member when FDR put her to work as secretary of this. Let's hear it, Player 1. Right. You get to pick again, Player 1. Wilma Mankiller was the first woman to serve as principal chief of this Southeast Native American tribe. Let's hear it, player 3. Good. A lot of clues, a lot of categories, player 3. Make a selection. Jaws and Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Player 2. Yeah, good. Okay, let's get back into Red Storm Rising and The Prince of Tides. Okay, player 1. Good. A lot of clues, a lot of the agony and the ecstasy. And you only live twice. It's player 1. Hey, you're right. Player 1. Pick again. Forever Amber and The Naked and the Dead. Let's hear it, player 2. Yes. A lot of clues. Aerosmith and The Age of Innocence. Yes, player 3. Right you are. All right, let's get back into this. Player 3 has control of the board. Heading southeast, the Yucatan Channel between Mexico and Cuba leads into this sea. Player 1. Good. Player 1. The Romans called it Mare Nostrum, our sea. Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. Please pick again, player 1. Astrakhan, Russia is found nearest the shores of this large sea, which is really a salt lake. Okay, player 1. Good. Player 1, back to you. It's found on the southern end of the Suez Canal. It's player 1. Hey, you're right. Select again. Answer. The second daily double. You are in first place. How much? Here is your daily double clue. The Crimean Mountains contain prominent cliffs found on the northern coast of this sea. Congratulations, you're still in first, player 1. Player 1, choose again. Responsible for millions of cases of malaria each year, the Anopheles variety of this insect is one deadly bug. Yes, player 2. That's right, way to go. Okay, let's get back in. About 300,000 people in Africa suffer from sleeping sickness, spread by the tsetse variety of this insect. Yes, player 3. That's correct. Player 3. There are 20,000 known species of these insects, including social, parasitic, and killer types. It's player 3. Yes. Player 3. Puny nickname for various insects of the family Sciaridae. Okay, player 2. Yes. Player 2. Of the 1 million species of insects, more than 300,000 are of this type, including the ladybug. It's player 3. Yes. Player 3, you start. There's no beating around this archaic term for a wine shop or tavern. Okay, Player 3. Yeah, good. Player 3. It really burns me up that febrific means having one of these. Okay, Player 2. Right you are. A lot of clues. Lacrimiform literally means shaped like this. It's Player 2. Yes. Player 2. A thurible is an ornamental container in which this is burned during a religious ceremony. It's Player 3. You are correct. And now the $2,000 clue. Wynton Marsalis should know that to bisonate means to blow this horn, his specialty. It's Player 3. Correct. Good game. All of you will continue on to play Final Jeopardy when we return. Here's today's Final Jeopardy category. 19th century authors. What are you going to wager? Let's see what it is. Here's the clue. In 1833, a French historian said that this author had built a cathedral as solid as the foundations of the other one. Let's see your response. How much do you add to your total with that correct response? What did you say? With that correct response, you will gain. Let's see your response. How much do you add to your total with that correct response? You've come out ahead as our champion, Player 3. Thanks for playing. We'll see you next time.